Hey everyone, thanks for watching. In today's video, I will be showing y'all how to make this DIY moon light up string art. It was super inexpensive to make. Definitely get creative. You can do whatever shapes and colors that you would like. You can change up the string color as well. As usual, we will first start with everything that you need to make it. You will need some sort of wood. I chose this rectangle shape, some paint and a paintbrush, a string color of your choice, fairy lights that have the battery pack on the back that don't have to be plugged in, some nails and a hammer, and you will also need a hook if you wanted to hang it up on the wall. The first thing we're going to do is paint the front of the wood, so I'm just painting it this gray color. Since it was perfectly in the center, I decided to do the border a different color, so I used this metallic silver paint and I painted the border that color, and once it all dried, I did go ahead and add a second coat. When I was finished painting the center, I went back and touched up the border just to be sure there was no gray on the silver paint. Also at the last minute, I decided to take a sponge that I had at home and I dipped it in some white paint and I just sponged it all over the gray paint. I wanted to add a little bit of sponge art just so that it looks like there's clouds around it. And once your wood has totally dried, we're going to flip it to the back and I'm going to pre-drill a hole for the hook. That way when we go to add the hook at the end, we already have a hole for it. I printed out a photo of a moon to the size that I wanted. This just made it a lot easier to make the shape. And now I'm just going to take the nails and begin nailing it. So I started with the top and the bottom just to hold the paper in place. And then I just went ahead and added nails all around the outline of the moon. The closer you put the nails together and the more nails that you use, the more string you can use to really fill in the shape. Once you finished putting all of your nails, I just took off the sheet of paper and I took my pre-drill and I just made a hole right through the design. This is where I want to stick my fairy lights, that way the battery pack is on the back. If you don't have a pre-drill at home, you can just take a really thick nail and just hammer it right through the wood. That way it will just give it a hole. Once you have your hole, we're going to feed the fairy lights right through it, and then I just began wrapping it around all of the nails just to fill up the moon design. Then we're going to take our string, make a knot on the end and knot it around one of the nails, and then I just began stringing it all around the entire design. So like I said, you can put as much string or little string as you want depending on what type of design you're trying to achieve. You can use different color strings. Once you get to the end of the string, you just make another little hole and wrap it around a nail and tie it really tightly. I also took the string and wrapped it completely around the design. That way it does give it an outline. And now I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of glue and put it on a Q-tip and just dab it on all of the knots. That way this ensures that the knots stay in place and that they are secure and they won't come undone. Then I just took my scissors and cut the excess string off once the glue dried. And then I took a little screw and screwed in the hook right on the back side, and that was all for this DIY. As you can see, it was super easy to make, so it would be really fun to make with kids or with your family. You can do all different colors and shapes. So that's all for my moon string art. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye guys.